Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Welcome into Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Grant Prather, Colin Hackshaw here with you for today's action between the visiting Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles and your Piedmont Lions. No national anthem or starting lineups threw us both for a loop, but we're just going to hop right in. Had a little lightning delay, but didn't stop anybody except the 22 minutes that we lost along the way. 5:22 will be the official start time. So Toccoa Falls will start off in their own end, but the Lions are looking to clear it out. So we didn't get time to mention any fun pregame activities as Boris Bosic with the battle on the left side. And that'll be put out. So starting for the Screaming Eagles today, in goal they have Clark Allen, and it's Edwin Gonzalez, Patricio Benevendo, Santiago Hidalgo, Axel Sierra, Nick Nunez, Nathan Spearing, Fausto Granados Cruz, Hector Tenorio, Jibril Giovanni, and Dylan Edmonds is the lineup out there for the Screaming Eagles. And lineup for the Lions is as follows, Colin.
Starting for the Lions is Josh Duquette, Nathan Jacome, Delroy Mattis, Tyler Vogt, Boris Basic, Davis Knight, Mason Keith, Colin Vogel, James Cooper, Philip Nowak, and starting in goal is Mr. Bobby Wood.
Yeah, it would have been a lot easier if I would have known that there wasn't going to be a national anthem. We could have gotten those lineups to you in a little bit more detail, but got to cover the game action here. There's a good header by Duquette. Lions in home whites. Luckily today, it's in the mid-80s and sun beating down, so you don't want to be in the weekend blacks and then Toccoa Falls in some nice light blues.
Unlike the goalie for Toccoa Falls, who has to play in all black today, which adds probably another 15 degrees down on the turf. That's not going to be fun for him.
Yeah, I'll stick to you. So the boys in blue going to look to run an offense. Ball works its way over the left side past the midfield line. And here's Davis Knight now with a small breakaway with a 1-2 with Colin Vogel. Vogel burst to speed on the right side, working his way towards the corner. Got a one-on-one through the legs. And poked away by the defender off of Vogel's foot. Ball still rolling in. And kept in by the Lions. James Cooper was the one to keep that in. Vogel with a touch on the left side. Looks like he's got a fresh buzz. Cross inside. Overshot Davis.
Talk about that haircut for Vogel. I think August trademarked last week the blonde brothers down at the forward positions.
This one's put out on the side. Yeah, I was listening into y'all's broadcast. I had to go back home for that one, but yeah, I like the trademark. It's creative.
Wonder how long it takes for Davis to catch up with his fellow strikers.
So it'll work its way out past the Blonde brothers as the Lions look to be on the defensive end, but Mattis with a good takeaway. Had some injury trouble to start the year off, but he's back full healthy now. 6'4" in the midfield is just a great force, some physicality that the Lions will often utilize. Iffy ball by the goalie. Davis almost had a beat on it, but couldn't handle it. That is weird. That is Mason Keith who shaved his head, right?
It is. Yes.
That's a complete switch up from the look he had earlier, and right on cue, there he is. Yeah, complete switch up from the dark brown mullet he had. Wow. And Vogel, right boot into the box, headed out. Vogt looks for Mason here. Near the referee on the sideline. Keith with 2 Screaming Eagles on him. 2 blues, 1 white down there. Mason working his way through, trying to beat the physicality. In the box, he falls down. Vogt with a slide tackle, some English on it. Toccoa falls with a good header, and Vogt couldn't get it again. Good deke as Cooper got beat. Ball passes the midfield line, but straight to Josh Duquette. Duquette goes over to Delroy. Looking for Vogel, but this one's going to work its way over towards the fence. Fan with a good grab. Man, it is hot here in the booth, but I cannot imagine what they're feeling on the field.
Yeah, they always say turf adds 10 degrees. I can't imagine 10 degrees hotter right now. But nothing the Lions aren't used to. We've had some hot games here so far at the WAC.
Early season, it thankfully will get cooler and cooler as the season goes on. One can only hope.
Should be something the Lions are used to and something that they thrive off of because they are 2-0 here at home so far this season.
A very, very well-conditioned team, too. They have a lot of speed, which can backfire a little bit. It goes in spurts, so they get tired here and there, but they got good depth they'll use as well.
A lot of depth, especially when you compare that size.
Set. Keith takes the tumble. That will warrant a flag and a little push there. Can't get the number on who that was. These front of the jersey numbers are extremely tiny. I think that was for the Screaming Eagles, number 13. Axel Sierra pushed over Mason Keith, and he put his hands up saying, "What are we doing?" So free kick for, I believe, Vogt taking this one. Good chance early for the Lions. See Duquette and Jacome work their way in along with Mattis, all 6'3 plus, and then Davis is also in that mix. One of the most lethal scorers for the Lions, Blonde Brothers on that red lacrosse arc. Here we go. Hands up for Vogt. Kick is up. Headed away by Toccoa Falls. Just a little bit of a miss there. Still threatening are the Lions as the Vogt will take a corner here.
Corners will be crucial for the Lions as that is what got them going in the Methodist win. After one goal in the first half, they had 6 corners in the second half, and that's where a lot of the offense started from.
As long as the Lions are able to work it close, good things will happen. It's away from Vogt. Jacome with a header. He's knocked out, as well as the ball, and it will go Toccoa Falls' way. Keeper for the Screaming Eagles with a little bit of like a chevron pattern on his kit there. As Toccoa Falls with their first legitimate chance on offense, catching a breakaway is Hector Tenorio. Tenorio with a right to left on Mattis. Left boot looking for a through ball. Almost had him, but they'll stick right with it. Tenorio still has it. Headed away, Mattis looking for possession. Left side working towards that shade. So now the Screaming Eagles looking to set up a nice attack as they have some time on their hands. Mattis with a good slide down. No whistle. He'll slow it up himself. And Bobby Wood with his first touch of the day as Jacome works it back to him. Now here's Delroy. Telegraphed the one to Vogel. Could be too much, but here comes Colin with some good speed. Vogel on the left side, got a man to beat. Works his way into the box. And straight to the keeper for Toccoa Falls.
A little bit of sloppy offense so far from the Lions. They could use more controlled offense deep in the zone as opposed to these fast breaks. That's what will pick apart this Toccoa Falls defense.
Yeah, Vogel had a good beat on that, but a little bit too heavy. Early game jitters, I'd assume.
Would like to see the time of possession arrow point towards Piedmont more often than not in this game.
Yeah, both men's and women's squads tend to be very home run hitter offenses, as now the Lions with a good takeaway. They have had it on their own end a lot. Here's Davis Knight now. Knight beats a man, works his way towards the box. Knight, right foot just off the top. Just missed it high. Had a great look. Was about 2 feet too high. And that's what you were talking about, Colin. They took their time and got a good look instead of that big through ball to Vogel.
That's what they need. Even if it's a little bit individual play like we saw from Knight there, he can pick apart this defense by himself. Would definitely like to see some assisted goals here throughout this game, though.
So Davis putting a little bit of pressure on. As that back four for the Screaming Eagles looks to get it through. It's working its way near the sideline now. Over the sideline and still in possession of Toccoa Falls. Thank goodness I decided to wear a hat today because my eyes would be crying right now. I have to look straight through the sun.
Well, that's the nice part about being shorter than the window here. I get to use that for shade.
Until the next half, right?
Until the next half.
Until the second half.
Maybe it'll get cloudy then.
I certainly hope so. Luckily for the Piedmont bench as well as the Toccoa Falls bench, that shade's already worked its way over past them. You can already tell Delroy Mattis making a big impact on defense, but that's one of his downsides, is that he's very physical. Don't necessarily – 2 years ago they had a tough loss against Maryville in the playoffs, and he had a rough slide tackle that ended up in a PK. Lions lost 2-1 in that game, but such a good force on the defensive end is Mattis.
It's looking like the first chance on offense that we'll see from Toccoa. They are a high-scoring team, 24 goals so far this season in their 6 games. It's going to be who can strike earliest and who can strike the most often. I feel like that goes without saying, but
More of a shootout.
yes, it's going to be a very shootout-style game.
Yes.
2 high-powered offenses.
And to piggyback off that, obviously on Friday we'll see the continuation of the Warren Wilson game, but that was 3-3 at the end of the first half, if that gives you any indication of how this Lions team plays. Be a throw in. And here come the Lions again. It's Philip Nowak. A little miscommunication as that one might actually have bounced off of Nowak, off of the foot of James Cooper. This one goes through near the box to Tenorio. Nowak putting some good defense on, but that will be a whistle.
This will be a great chance for a home Lions win. Coach Jimmy Stevens seeking his 200th all-time for the Lions. Meanwhile, head coach Nathan Lowry for Toccoa, in his 3rd year now, posted a 6-10-2 season last year, which was the most wins by the program since 2017.
21 seasons for Stevens. Like you said, knock on the door for 200. Great milestone that they would love to see today. Edwin Gonzalez taking the free kick. Straight to Bobby and a good head away from Delroy. Nowak looking to keep it in to prevent a corner. And now a good battle for it in the corner. It's put out. Good defense by Nowak, and the Lions will have possession. Yeah, referee puts the hands going towards the Forest.
Maybe going a little too quickly there. They tried to get some early offense going.
Also, I might mention, it's a good home crowd here for a Wednesday. We saw some men's basketball players pull up, but in this heat, too, they're popping out. I love it.
Looks like most of the women's soccer team sitting along the bricks behind the Piedmont goal.
Yeah. It's a student favorite spot. I always see some sort of team sitting over there.
Even saw some professors in the crowd.
Yeah.
Our newest MassCom professor, Tristan Dyer, sitting over there with his family.
And Vogel, goodness, having a battle. He's got 3 Screaming Eagles on him. And this one's up in the air, going towards Mattis. It's in the box now. Mattis with a right boot, has shot, and it's through. Delroy Mattis takes advantage of a high pass and gets the right foot to the left side, and the Lions strike first.
You talked about his size, athleticism, and aggression. You could see it there. He was not giving up that 50-50 ball.
I want to see if they list the heights. They don't list the weights for Mattis here. I think he's about 160. So
yeah, 160, 170 would be my guess.
Yeah, maybe put on a couple pounds, maybe 167. But positioning for his weight isn't the easiest thing in the world, but when you have the length that he does, it definitely helps. Those lanky defenders pester you in any sport, doesn't matter what it is. My mind immediately jumps to basketball, but long legs scream takeaways. So Mattis picks up the first goal to begin, as Colin coined it, the shootout. As Nowak and Vogel looking to put the clamps on the short side. Looks like Edwin Sosa Reyes has entered the game on the defensive end. Foul called. Lions ball. This is a big boot towards Davis. The touchdown pass, looking for it. Shades of Russell Wilson on Sunday, but goodness. How about that Giants game? Goodness.
450 passing yards is not expected.
We could banter and yap about football all we want. This one's in the box. Bobby looking to get it. Gets a hand on, and he's down. Bobby took a boot, but he's back up. And we also have a Screaming Eagle down after this collision. So sigh of relief for the Lions, but not for the Screaming Eagles. I can't get a number on who's down right there, but he's clutching his calf, his shin. He's up and okay. Can't make out who that is still. Looks like Nick Nunez, maybe. Number 14, it looks like. I believe so. Either way, play continues. Lucky enough for Boris, he's in the shade on this play. Freshman Josh Duquette, first time we've said his name today, finds the midfielder Vogt. Now it's Sosa Reyes on the attack. Right side, slicing and dicing his way through the defense. Vogt goes right to Vogel. Ball's in the box now. Vogel tries to go left to right, but it's booted away by the Screaming Eagles. Vogel sticking on it. Ball out of bounds. And it will be goal kick. As that Lions offense just keeps going deeper and deeper into this defense, Colin.
Yeah, just like we said, possessing the ball deep, not giving up any offensive opportunities to this high-powered Toccoa Falls offense.
So Mattis with a 6-7 inch height difference there, trying to force a takeaway. Here's Tyler Vogt. Finds Davis as the Lions look to form another attack. Davis working his way towards his right, stutter step. Sosa Reyes now near the box. James Cooper over to Davis. In the box, Davis with a banger, and it's off the right side.
About 5 minutes away from the half point of this half. We may see another heat break like we did in the Methodist game for the Lions.
Toccoa Falls might need that. They need to game plan a better defense. Lions have had it on their own end.
Surprised we haven't seen any subs warming up yet. I know it's early, but got to keep fresh legs out there.
Especially like you said with this heat, even with a possible break coming. I don't want to put anything into existence, but Sosa Reyes trying to get there on the touchdown, but nothing doing. Vogt at midfield tracking it down. That will be with the Lions. Good defense again. Vogt is a talented sophomore. He's been everywhere this year. As Davis now with a 1-on-2. Put out by Nathan Spearing. Sosa Reyes still with it. Knight in the box. Has a 1-on-2 booted away. Here's Vogt again. Vogt with a big shot off of the crossbar. Still with it are the Lions. Knight tried to get there, but couldn't.
Powerful shot from the lacrosse restraining box. Got to be easily a 30-yard shot.
That would have been so cool in 2016. Oh, man. I think I made that reference a couple of games ago as well, and I hate to do it again, but I had to do it.
Unfortunately, in-game, the crossbar challenge does not help the scoreboard.
I think it should give you 2 points.
It's harder to do than putting it in the net, right?
There's less surface area there. That's why it was considered a trick shot a decade ago. A decade ago? Are you kidding? Where does the time go?
You're not beating the Unk status right now.
I'm not. I'm really not.
Keep in mind, Grant is older than me, so I can't call him Unk.
Like a month. Goodness. Oh, my goodness. Last year I was calling people Unk, and now I'm getting called Unk. What's going on? Is this the cycle of life?
I think you brought it upon yourself.
You know what? I did. I'll accept that. Toccoa Falls will accept the throw-in. Got a midfield near the crest. Left side in the shade now. And Delroy tried to get it through to Colin. Off the chest, handball. Close. Free kick for Screaming Eagles of Toccoa Falls. Curving left towards the box. And they now have it in the box. Big left boot straight to Bobby, batted down, and snuffed out Hector Tenorio with a shot. Big arc. And a head over by Toccoa Falls. Trying to put the moves on Jacome, but still standing strong. And this one goes past. And out. Lions ball. This one works its way near that brick wall where the women's soccer team is sitting and enjoying this game. Vogel with some nice speed, but likes to go slowly back to Tyler Vogt. Boris Bosic, haven't said his name in a minute. A little battle on the sideline, takes a tumble, falls down, and Toccoa Falls will have it. No heat break as of yet.
You can imagine Davis Knight down here is going to need one soon. Been chasing this goalie back and forth, putting the pressure on.
Been giving him nightmares.
Seems like goalkeeper Clark Allen doesn't feel the most confident handling the ball, especially with pressure on him.
And with that really nerve-wracking shot that Vogt had earlier, it's like a 20-yard shot, 30-yard shot off the crossbar.
Yeah, he might be a little rattled.
Yeah, that one will definitely take it out of you. Duquette working his way into Toccoa Falls territory. Lions with basically a diamond up there. It's Mattis, Vogel, and Sosa Reyes with 3. Cooper in the midfield, and then Davis up front.
Every pass that's made, they close in, like you said, in that diamond shape. Very little passing lanes for Toccoa Falls to break through this press. Prevents
anything from formulating on the sides. Which
on cue, the double in the corner.
Yeah, it'll be a flag towards Lions' way. And it works out very well because you're able to have the speed on the two ends with Sosa Reyes and Vogel. Knight's able to get there and back him up. And then, hey, if it gets to the middle and they have to make a tough pass, the long legs of Delroy Mattis are right there. It's genius. That's what 21 seasons of coaching will get you, and 199 wins.
Very well-crafted
yeah.
roster here at Piedmont.
Yeah.
Very young, too.
Yeah.
Bright future for this team.
Big boot away.
Toccoa Falls, though, an even younger roster. You see how many sophomores are on the roster. Brought in 21 freshmen last year.
Goodness gracious. Sosa Reyes almost tracked it down. But almost doesn't cut it. Ball in the shade. As an iffy boot, Mattis almost got there. Tough contact. He's up and okay. That was a very slow pass and almost epitomized what I just mentioned about the defense the Lions have up. Not defense, at the midfield.
So we finally see our first subs coming in. It's Mattis and Cooper headed off. Number 16, Nico Cerner coming on. Along with number 21, Jackson Shirley. He plays the ball.
Shirley, one of the veterans on this team. Senior from Brazelton. As Boris Bosic beat on the defensive end. Jacome having to track it down. Bobby, good mitts! And it's blocked away. And even after the save, telling his defense to get together. thing of beauty from the 6'4" force in net. So even still, his job's not done. Neither is the Lions defense. A corner kick coming for the Screaming Eagles. Boys in blue booted up. Straight to Bobby. That one's a bit easier.
I'd say it's one that we're going to have to revisit later. A big momentum shift for the Lions as they've been a little slow offensively.
Needed it as they look to bring it on their own end. Here's Davis Knight off the pass from Colin Vogel. Works its way inside, and he's hit in the box. No penalty. Sosa Reyes is still down, and there was no call in the box, a possible PK for the Lions, but the referee makes no signal. That's a head-scratcher.
Definitely should have been called. Taken down from behind. Did not get the ball first. You can hear it from the basketball team here. They definitely wanted to call, and so did we.
Oh, my goodness. It's a big push in the back. We play on. Lions still stay locked in. Header away from Duquette. There's a penalty. That one's a little bit more obvious. Goal kick from Bobby as Tyler Vogt finds the boot of Colin Vogel again. Goes back to Clark Allen in net. Big boot over to Colin. Missed the header. Ball still in the box, though. Vogel looking to take it away. Put out. Should remain with the Lions. It'll be Philip Nowak to take the throw in. Vogel right back to him. Now the midfield to Tyler Vogt. Vogt to Davis. Davis with a 360. Looking back for Vogt. Slides away and finds it as I bet Duquette's going to go back to Bobby Wood here. Yep. And Vogt will put it away towards the bleachers. I'm seeing some of the innovation of modern fandom here as I see those shaded chairs. I need one of those right about now.
Yeah, that's someone who's been to a Piedmont game or two and knows where the sun sets.
It's like those ones with the zippers.
Yep.
So you can open up and have your own environment. You can keep a drink cold in there.
Could use one of those in the booth right about now.
Goodness gracious. I have a neck fan in my dorm. I should have went and got that. That would have been a good idea.
I'm sure that would blow right through the mic.
You know it would. I wouldn't exactly want the going through the whole time.
How much would our fans love to be listening to a neck fan all game?
That's a very good point. Unless you like white noise.
Maybe.
Then it'll be a little bit of a different story, but
might be better than hearing our voices.
I would certainly hope not. So the Lions look to form their own attack as it's Sosa Reyes, right to left on the defender. Nico Cerna, just past midfield, goes back past midfield again to Josh Duquette. Knight with a good through ball to Jackson Shirley. Shirley with a step and a shot, and it's over.
That looked like Brandon Aubrey's kicking overtime.
Ha.
Seen a couple of those shots so far.
Need to make a tally of the NFL references today. I love it. Thankfully, that's better than the Tennessee kickers.
Very
possible
true.
Game-winning kick. I guess that forms a separate tally for college football references. It's a different category. Sent over to the midfield to Nathan Jacome, who finds Tyler Vogt. And the Lions will take some time in their own end. Vogt trying to find Sosa Reyes. Maybe too much on this one. It's slowing up, and so will Sosa Reyes. Edwin will let it bounce. About 16 minutes left in the first half of play. Lions lead 1-0. Off of a tremendous read by Delroy Mattis. Sosa Reyes knocked over. Whistle blown. Should be a free kick for the Lions here.
This game by no means dominated by the Lions quite yet. Toccoa Falls has seen their share of opportunities. Bobby Wood staying strong in net to hold the shutout so far. Knock on wood.
I'm not too sure if it's the fact that the Lions are working closer to us, but I feel like the time of possession has been the one thing that the Lions have dominated. Otherwise, like you said, pretty evenly contested game. I'll have to look at the halftime stats to see the shot on goal differential. I think Toccoa Falls sitting at 2 or 3 right now. Free kick from Tyler Vogt. Usual Lions mix with Toccoa and Jacome in there. Big header to Cerna. And another shot over the net. Goal kick.
Yeah, substitution here. Vogel going off. It's like number 18, Damian Sanchez Alvarado, stepping onto the field, or the pitch.
A lot of freshmen being utilized by Coach Stevens here. I like it. We saw a big emergence for Davis Knight in his freshman year. Same with Nathan Jacome. Jacome hasn't quite been able to match the quote-unquote magic he had in his freshman year, but it's good to get the younger guys some reps early. You mentioned how young this team was.
It's a good time to do it, too. Out-of-conference games, you can find out which ones can play well enough to be playing in conference games.
And that mesh with other teammates as well. That's a big thing. It's communication. As Sanchez Alvarado right on cue. Some fancy footwork on the defender, but a great slide over. Should be a corner. I believe Cerna is going to take this one. Yeah. So under 14 minutes, he'll take the corner kick. You see Sanchez Alvarado in the box as the rest of the Lions work their way in as well. Obviously, Shirley, Vogt, and Nowak will be the ones out. It's up and away, a little bit too much on it. Duquette with a header, and it's off right. There's the tendency kicker reference. Not sure if that was a fake on the goal kick or just a straight up whiff. Slide tackle from Boris. Lions with a good chance. Here's Nico Cerna trying to find the boot of Davis. Too much defense, and he falls on the Toccoa Falls player, and that'll take a tough fall. Well, number 12, that being Santiago Hidalgo. Hidalgo's up and okay. Still down, though, looking like he just got the wind knocked out of him a little bit.
You can see he fell on the ball there. Not a comfortable feeling with the ball in the rib cage.
Speaking of not a comfortable feeling, you can see some softball players running after practice.
Shoo. Black
Ugh.
shirts and long pants. That cannot be comfortable.
Ugh. Even in Little League, I remember hating wearing the long pants after practice when it was hot. Man. Sanchez Alvarado goes towards the middle. He's looking for Sosa Reyes. High boot, looking for the positioning. His eyes are locked in on this ball. Here's Sosa Reyes. Falls down near the box. There's the call. He is fired up after that one, as he should be.
Sounds like we're getting a "you can't do that" chant from one of the teams over there.
I don't know if I called them the Wild Wackies the last broadcast we did, Colin, but I was trying to piggyback off of the Cave Crazies trademark that they call for the basketball games. But
just wait till conference.
Oh, boy.
We'll have more people here. I'm sure we'll get a trademark by then.
Oh, eventually.
Add that to our list of things to do.
Long season ahead of us. Still some game. Here's a free kick by Davis, and it's off the head of a defender. So had a good line on it. Looked like it might have gone just below the crossbar, but bodies were there.
Third corner of the game so far for Piedmont. Now you see some height coming in as Davis Knight's going to take a rest.
It's Jonathan Ferdinand. Absolute menace in intramural basketball. 6'5", can out-rebound anybody. Big boot over. It was a little bit short. Still locked in on it is, I believe that's Cerna. No, it's Bosic. little too handsy. Yeah, Ferdinand is a force to be reckoned with, to be frank.
Hopefully see a similar goal to what we saw with Mattis with him down there. Taking a 50-50 ball away and maybe a shot on net.
Jackson Shirley, as the ball works its way into the shade. Sosa Reyes with a good beat on this one. And a little bit of miscommunication with him and Ferd. Nothing doing. Ball works its way above the tree line in my eyesight. Sanchez Alvarado looking for Nowak. Almost had the through ball to him. Nowak standing strong with a slide. No call. Break dances around. And a foul's called. Looks like we got a Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagle down.
I believe he's going to get called for playing on the ground there.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too aggressive, but you do have to get back on your feet before you can touch the ball.
Yeah, it wasn't really his fault either, as Nowak almost held him there, but he's still down.
Timeout.
Yeah. Thankfully for those players, it is a timeout. He needs a little bit of break from this heat.
Clock stop just under 10 minutes left in this half. I think we expected to see a little bit more firepower early in this game.
There's been plenty of chances the ball has been in the box for a significant amount of time in this game, specifically for the Lions, but yeah, only one goal is a bit of a surprise. Lions obviously with a good chance to make that 2 and get a nice lead going into half. I will say from previous games, the offense looks a lot better than it usually does.
It does. It's clicking a lot more. August and I were talking about it on Saturday. You can just see the chemistry being built, especially between the starting 3 forwards.
Yeah, it's shades of, I mentioned Davis's freshman year. Him and Vogel were a great 1-2 punch, sort of like, I don't want to call it Batman and Robin, but that's the first duo that pops in my head. Harry and Ron. I don't know who else. Jim Nance and Tony Romo. I don't know. Whatever duo insert there. They did a good job, and now the energy has made its way over to other players as well, and it's created a good attack.
Good to see Tenorio walking off under his own power. He's going to take a seat for a few minutes and rest back up.
Yeah, fatigue and having a body pressing down on you isn't exactly a good mix. So Vogt with a free kick. As that Lions attack near the shade is going to look to go right in and slot their second. Big free kick from Vogt working its way in, looking for Jacome. Duquette keeps it in bounds. Ball still in the box. It's high in the air and fielded by Clark Allen. Short throw over to Jordan Lee, probably. Miscommunication with Hidalgo.
3 Lions barreling down on him, may have rushed up his process.
And Sanchez Alvarado trying to take advantage. Good move over. Nothing Nowak could do there. Duquette's trying to run back on the defensive end. Here's trouble. Fell behind it. No whistle. And still with it. Here's the good thing about that. If you're going to call it bad, call it both ways. That's exactly what happened on that play.
I think they're just being a little bit more cautious in the box because a penalty kick can be a huge shift in a game. So as we saw down on this end, no call when we expected one, but right back the other way.
I'll probably expect, if that happens again in the second half, expect a whistle.
I would agree.
It's usually how these things go. Big throw in. Headed away, but almost controlled by Screaming Eagles. It's going to go back towards the midfield where Ferdinand looks to chase it down. He's got it. Ferdinand with the deceptive speed has a 1-on-3. Defender's looking behind him. Working his way towards the middle, left boot off the defender. And that diamond attack or defense couldn't converge. Bosic trying to go to Vogt. And back to Clark Allen. This time, instead of Davis chasing him around, he's got a 6'5" guy around there. That's a little bit more scary.
And you can see Ferdinand not scared to go after the ball when the Lions need the possession most.
I think he knows what he can do. He knows his strengths. And you can see him making up so much ground when it just looks like he's jogging as this ball is now into the box.
Looks like he's trying to creep up on the defender.
Scary attack. And the Screaming Eagles missed it, but it'll stay in. Looks like we got some women's soccer players laughing at that play. That's a yikes. Lions still with a job to do. Jacome with a good body in there. High towards Vogt. Controls in a big, big pass to Sanchez Alvarado. Sanchez Alvarado takes a little pseudo screen from Ferdinand. Ball's in the box. Ferdinand with a shot right to left, but not through. Almost caught the top corner. Clark Allen probably would have been able to save it even if it was online. So goal kick now. Has nearly 6 minutes left. Still 1-0. Whistle blown. It's the call. And a knee down for a line. It looks like is that Cerna? Yeah. So I believe that's Anthony Bonilla coming in for him. I could be wrong. I think I am wrong, actually. Yeah, very wrong.
Yeah, it looks like Justin Arriaga.
Yeah, Arriaga will come in. Thought I saw a 1-4 there. My eyes deceived me as now the Screaming Eagles with a good attack, but there's white jerseys everywhere over this midfield. That's been the story of today. Ooh, it's pretty through ball. Ball's on the left side. Defending is Bosic. Right-footed shot straight to Bobby for his third save of the day. And some more choice words for the defense. Shirley with a short pass to Boris on the right sideline. Ball at the Lions logo. It's Arriaga battling for it. Falls down, no call. Clark Allen with Ferdinand in his shadow. Ferdinand now has a decent shot. He's in the box. Falls down, a good pass over to Arriaga. Shots off the defender. And man, Ferdinand had a great shot for it. Just a little mess up on the footwork. Ball tiptoeing on the line will stay in. And now that Toccoa Falls attack starting to form a little bit easier. Philip Nowak defending. Bobby's going to have to come out and grab this one. He will. Immediate throw over to Philip Nowak. Nowak able to keep it in bounds. Finds Sanchez Alvarado. Backwards pass to Nowak. That one's going to get a rise out of the crowd. But it's all for naught. That was pretty.
Toccoa is speeding up their offense now. Some more longer stretch passes. Not trying to carve apart the Lions defense. And it's been working out a little better for them. Disproving me there, but overall, they've seen some more shots now.
Yeah, they've been getting on their own end a lot more as Sanchez Alvarado is going to intelligently let this one go. Throw into Arriaga. Almost a handball. Alvarado, right to left. Ball's in the box. He's hit in the box. But no penalty. Whoa. Okay. Looks like we see the type of game that we're in here. And that's minimal calls. Hopefully these will be called more in the second half.
This game will get more chippy as well as players start to get fatigued and realize that they can get away with some things here.
Especially in a close game as well. Sosa Reyes. That shade's working its way towards about a quarter of the way through that side of the field.
Has not made its way to us yet.
Sadly. Sun should go below those trees somewhere around, I imagine, 7 o'clock, so we'll be out of here by that time. Vogt finds Sanchez Alvarado. And again, another shot for the Lions. Finds Vogt. Vogt goes into Ferd. Header! Saved away by Clark Allen. It was a perfect pass and a near-perfect finish as Ferdinand tried to slot it through the right side. And Tyler Vogt still remained to be everywhere. Nowak can't get there. And that almost was perfect. About 2 minutes to go in half number one. As again, the Screaming Eagles on offense. Three on three in the corner. Number three on number three. I think it's the call, the goal kick, yeah. I mentioned shade. Luckily, there's the crowd in the stands is providing some shade for some pups, as some families have brought their dogs out to the WAC here on a beautiful Wednesday night. Good slide tackle over by Nowak. Vogt looking for Ferdinand. Ferdinand with a good step. Here's a good chance for Jonathan Ferdinand. Left boot straight to Clark Allen. And he is going to go down. He's had a lot of injury issues recently, and he's still down. I'm not sure what happened, but he immediately put the hand up as Clark Allen's going to look to check on him.
Looks like he went to grab the hip flexor. Maybe a misstep combined with striking the ball. Pretty easy to pull something there.
Yeah. I do feel him. Usually those taller players are more susceptible to those type of injuries. Good, take a quick break here. We're going to come back for the end of the first half. Minute 12 left, but we'll be right back on Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Back in action here at the WAC. Ferdinand behind the goal with the trainers. And Arriaga tried to take advantage of a quick one. Looks like he wanted to get a call that it was tipped away, and it was. Also coming in for Ferdinand is Noah Goodman, freshman from Sewanee, standing at 5'7". Collins Hill product, as we'll have a corner with minimal time left, about 50 seconds left in this first half. Lions looking to get up 2-0 going into the half. Tyler Vogt and Arriaga are over there. You see Jacome putting the hands up. Duquette's also in the box, as is Sanchez Alvarado. Sanchez Alvarado at 6'1". Here's the free kick with about 30 seconds left. It's up towards Jacome. Header just missed left to Duquette. That's exactly what they wanted, but the result wasn't. Should just about do it for the half.
Yeah, Lions go into half 1-0. I think they're a little disappointed with that, given how they've played Toccoa Falls in the past. They're 4-0 all time against the Screaming Eagles, outscoring the Eagles 24-1.
Surely look to try to get something up, and the ball will go out of bounds right as the horn sounds for the end of the first half. Lions lead 1-0. Have had plenty of chances, and I mean plenty of chances, to make it a bigger lead for them. But can't do it. We're going to take a quick break here in the booth. The scoreboard says 15 minutes, and that means the timer for halftime. So get what you need and be back there in just about that amount of time. This is Piedmont University Soccer on Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Walker Athletic Complex in a tight game between the Piedmont Lions and the visiting Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles. I'm Colin Hackshaw alongside Grant Prather. 1-0 game so far. Is this what we expected?
Not exactly, by any stretch of the imagination. I didn't think there was going to be this much good defense being played. They're letting a lot up, but it's very much bend, don't break right now. The Lions have only put one through, but they've had plenty of opportunities to make that more. It was a very chippy first half as well, so I'd expect to see a lot more physicality and maybe, well, hopefully some more calls.
Stellar first half from goalkeeper Bobby Wood. Faced a couple tough shots, making a few great saves. This half, he's going to have the sun in his face. Meanwhile, goalkeeper for the Screaming Eagles, Clark Allen, gets to sit in the shade as we are getting ready to kick off the second half in a 1-0 contest.
One thing we mentioned in the first half, as I do see Lyric Bratton out there to start this half, but there was a lot more togetherness on offense for the Lions. Their attack was a lot more, I can't get past the word together, but there's a lot. They gelled very well, I guess I could say it that way. The offense was connecting very well and didn't result in too much, but you'd like to see that.
As the Lions defense going to get first possession. Davis Knight standing over the ball in the Lion head. He's going to kick it back to midfielder Tyler Vogt, and we're underway in the second half. Vogt sending one away quickly up to Mattis. Mattis coming back in after being subbed out early in the first half. Screaming Eagles get their first chance on offense. As leading goal scorer Benevendo looking for his options. Guarded tightly by Tyler Vogt. Now back up to the captain. Axel Sierra send in, played well by Bosick, stopping that rush, and back to the sideline for a throw-in.
Mattis, like you said, subbed out in the first half, but was responsible for the one goal the Lions had. Good height, good positioning is the name of the game for him.
And keep an eye, see if we get Ferdinand back in this game as well. Had what looked like a hurt hip flexor going out towards the end of the half on an opportunity. We'll keep an eye out for him.
He's on the end of the bench right now, so I think he's second to closest.
Not the game to risk a future injury as Davis heads this one backwards towards his defense. Now Screaming Eagles coming away with it fast and a great defensive play. Looks like Lyric Bratton over there making the stop, and now up the other way. Davis Knight overruns this one. Back defensively for the Screaming Eagles. Playing along the shade line. And it's going to be a quick throw in. They're going to try to play some quick offense. Headed out by Duquette. Keeping it on the offensive side for Piedmont. Now chasing it down is Vogel. Vogel looking in the middle field. That's Vogt. Vogt got it probed away, and it's covered up by goalkeeper Clark Allen.
And again, the Lions working the ball in the box. They had a lot of that in the first half, and so many good chances for them eventually that those cracks are going to bust open.
Screaming Eagles kind of going back to the one-touch passing sequences, not so much the stretch passes early on here. We'll see how well that works for them. Trying to find a seam, but they got to play it backwards here. Playing it safe. Now bumped up to Benevendo. It's taken back away by the Lions. Down in the quarter, this is Mattis. Entering the box, guarded tightly. Mattis with a send-in, up and over the goal onto the hill. It's going to be a goal kick.
The thing I like about Piedmont University is that it's a very small school, so everyone knows everyone. And the second Delroy made that pretty pass, everyone on the sideline was going, "Oh, yes, yes, Delroy." It's great. It's a fun atmosphere here.
It is great. Large attendance, as we mentioned. Lots of other sports teams here. Vogel plays with it along the wing. He's going to take his one-on-one matchup. Gets by the first defender. Stepping into the box, looking for the cross. It finds the foot. And a save by Clark. That was Sosa Reyes with the quick shot. Lions going to get the ball back here. Now it's Bosick will throw in. Sosa Reyes with a beautiful look early on in this half.
And Clark Allen's had his fair share of action, at least fair share of pressure, as the Lions haven't had too many shots on goal. They had three shots on goal in the first half as compared to 17 shots.
Yeah, more shots on net is what we want to see here as Davis Knight gets shoved down. No call. Ball ends up out of bounds. It looks like it's going to be a goal kick. We mentioned it getting chippy. Looks like it's picking up right where it left off in this half.
Yeah, not even fully 4 minutes into this game, or into the second half.
Goalkeeper Clark plays it up to his defender, finds the foot of Benevendo. He puts it towards the middle, taken away by Duquette. Duquette playing center back right now, typically on the left side. As Davis Knight plays it up to Mattis, a little too strong, it's cleared back out. Tall Nathan Jacome getting ahead on that one. Vogt playing it back to Lyric Bratton. Bratton, little give and go, doesn't find his foot again. Now we got a little bit of a shove. This one will be called. It looks like it's going in the direction of Piedmont.
I wouldn't expect a couple yellows to come out in this half. Like you said, very chippy. I could see that happening.
Bratton plays a short pass to Mattis and gets it right back. Plays it towards the middle. This is Vogt. Vogt looking for a send-in. Ran out of time. Now over to Bosick. Bosick playing along to Sosa Reyes. He's going to try to run up the wing. He's got a few blue jerseys around him. Now a send-in. Blocked out. Knight plays it safe. Vogt, the chip in. Up over the goalie and off the crossbar. Little chip shot there from Tyler Vogt. We saw him hit the crossbar once already. That's two.
I like the move. Clark Allen, not exactly the tallest keeper in the world. We saw a lot of Chase Johnson for the Lions last year. I think he stood at about 5'6" or 5'7", and same height. Pretty much as it looks to be as Clark Allen there in net. So the loft is a good play.
It looks like he got a piece of it because the Lions will get their fourth corner opportunity. Loading up the box with height. Send in, and Clark handles that one very nicely. Enough height to bring that one down. Clark with the rollout. We haven't seen him punt much. A lot of them are throwouts to his close defenders. As some struggle here for the Screaming Eagles defensively to clear it. Mattis gets it back in the box. Mattis playing it up the side, across, no one home. Vogel looking for it. That one's cleared out before he could get his boot on it. Vogt trying to turn up field. Closely defended and taken away by Hudson. Hudson gets it back. Send in pass. That's Benevendo. Cleared out by Jacome. Great defensive play there. Now Hudson again, working his way closer. A shot on net and a great block by Bobby Wood. Wood barking out instructions and sending it out to Mattis.
Bobby Wood, one of probably the biggest trash talkers at Piedmont University Athletics in any department, anywhere you go.
And trash talking the other team, maybe barking some instructions at his teammates. The Lions will get a free kick here. This Bosick passing it off to Vogt.
I mentioned in the first half how Ferdinand is a force to be reckoned with in intramural basketball. So is Bobby. He's like Dirk Nowitzki out there. He's got a good shot behind him.
Vogt surveys the field just over the midfield line. Screaming Eagles look a little confused, trying to guide each other. Vogt with a big send-in, finds the head of an Eagle, and now the shot goes high. That's James Cooper looking for the shot, but tees it up a little too high.
Like the idea, as the Lions have had so many opportunities to get shots up, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and you'll take them wherever you get them.
We'll see some more shots on goal as we get a takeaway from Lyric, and Screaming Eagles get it back, but put it out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Vogel as he passes it off to his defender, James Cooper. Sorry, midfielder. Cooper, the senior, looking to throw it in. Throws it deep. Finds Mattis. Mattis putting it up in the air. Cleared out. Sosa Reyes may have had a shot at it. A little too high for him. He controls it just outside the box now as a double team enters the picture. Sosa Reyes trying to handle it down in the corner. Ends up with it back. But now the takeaway from the Screaming Eagles finally comes. Benevendo trying to get out of his own corner. Plays it high. And finally cleared out. It was touched there by Cooper, but he loses a little bit of control of it as now Screaming Eagles look to send away. This is Hudson tracking it down with Duquette closely on him. and Duquette plays it safely back to his keeper, Bobby Wood. Wood seeing some pressure, sends it away. Davis Knight with some neat moves. May have gotten grabbed there. No call. Mattis playing it deep in there for Sosa Reyes. Trying to track it down before it gets out of bounds. He will. Now from the corner, Sosa Reyes, the cross in. Knight with the tap, and the shot goes box. Just missing the crossbar.
Majority of the shots the Lions have had have missed high. Both a good thing and a bad thing. I mean, you're getting quality looks, and that was probably the best quality look they've had that's missed high.
A lot of speed on these shots, too, except for Vogt trying to chip that one. Other than that, it's been hot off the Lions' foot. Not making anything easy for Clark Allen today. Allen plays up to his midfielder. This is Nunez. Benevendo comes back for this one, now getting doubled. Nunez gets it back. Trying to set up the offense from up top, now playing to the wing. Luke Bratton closely defending there. Now pass intercepted and kicked away by Bork Bosick. And Knight with a great touch, playing it forward to Vogel. Vogel, first one to the ball. Out in front of him, Vogel trying to chip it past the keeper. Goes wide.
Oof. Talk about speed on shots. That one probably would have gone in at 5 miles an hour.
Another touch shot trying to get it over the goalkeeper. Just off target there. You mentioned the shot on goal percentage in the first half.
It's gone up a little bit this half.
I think so.
And by a lot.
Really making it scary for Clark and net. Now a little too aggressive from the white jerseys.
The shot comparison to the first half was 17-6. And time of possession for the Lions, they had it 48% of the time in their own, or the farthest quarter in Toccoa Falls territory.
I would have guessed higher. It seemed like they really dominated territory.
Yeah.
But now long send-in, picked off by Sosa Reyes and turned up to Vogt. Vogt plays it way up to Knight. Knight's got some space, but the checkered flag is up and it is offsides. What a beautiful pass from Vogt. Looks like Davis just jumping it a little too early, getting past that deepest defender.
It's a good problem to have if you're able to beat those defenders.
And Knight committing another foul. A little too aggressive there. Can't say I agree with that call. It looked like he played the ball pretty well.
Well, the Emmys were over a couple of nights ago, not today. So, whatever.
On the pitch, it's always acting season.
Oh, yeah. The theater department here at Piedmont is scouting right now.
The boot in by Axel Sierra is handled by Mattis for the Lions. Mattis playing along the sideline, trying to get past the defender. It's a great play there by Benevendo. Pass over to the arm-banded Eagle. Deflected by Jacome. Jacome putting it up in the air, and it's cleared out. Right back to the foot of Benevendo. And sent off to the wing. Bratton playing close defense, not giving an inch of breathing space. Now pass picked off by Davis Knight. A little bit too much of a touch there. Ends up out of play. Now a deep throw in for the Eagles. Gets past a few guys. Vogt finally handles it and sends it high up in the air. Knight trying to track it down. Beach of the ball. And now Jacome sending it the other way. Got a little bit of a ping pong match going on here. Benevendo possessing it on his foot. Playing it up to his teammate Edmonds. Edmonds with Jacome on him. And Jacome taken away nicely. It is going to be a corner as Jacome does a seatbelt celebration. Nothing getting past him.
One of the better defenders that Piedmont has. He's had his struggles on the offensive end in terms of when they have free kicks. But, man, is he a good defender.
couple shin guard adjustments here for the boys in blue.
I do like their kits. That light blue. It's pretty.
All blue is nice.
Reminds me of the 1980s Braves jerseys, in a way. Minus some red, of course. But
had to reference the Braves at some point.
Oh, I had to. We'll get you a Commanders reference eventually. Don't worry.
Yeah, substitution for the Screaming Eagles. It's Benevendo going off. Might be dealing with a cramp. So the trainer starts to look at his left leg.
It's a lot of game time. You got to be out there and running in this heat. Obviously, the heat's not as lethal as it was in the first half. 79 degrees right now, but it was low 80s on that turf with the sun beating down on you in the first half. Eventually, it's going to have to come through.
Coach Nathan Lowry sending fresh legs in there, and here comes the sprint in. So we're going to get a corner here. A lot of blue jerseys crashing the box. No one gets ahead on it. It stays in the box. Dangerous territory for the Lions. Now a high kick sent up and over. And no problem for Piedmont defense as Bobby Wood's going to get a send away.
Good to see Jacome up and okay. Duquette helped him up. Looked like he might have had a tough tumble.
Some quick play here for the Lions. Cesar Reyes handling it along the side and knocked away and out of bounds by Nunez. Good defense there, stopping the Lions' rush. Getting a couple of ref calls as Vogt handles it at midfield. Now we're going to get some clarification, hopefully. They're going to make them throw this ball again. Maybe gone a little too early. Mattis with the send in. High up in the air and reach over is Clark. Reaching right over the head of Davis Knight, not allowing any opportunities. This game remains 1-0.
I'll make another NFL reference. Shades of Randy Moss there from Clark Allen.
It's a little unfair when the opposing team can't use their hands, isn't it?
Right, yeah. It's like if a cornerback was playing without arms.
Ball quickly sent back out of bounds. Going to be another throw in for the Lions. So we're going to see some substitutions here.
Looks like Bosic will come out. Nowak will replace him for the Lions.
On the other side of the field, here comes Benevendo back in. Good to see he's all right. Placing a Powerade bottle right at midfield, just in case he gets a little thirsty mid-game.
It's right in the sun, though. It's going to heat it up.
It is. Yeah. Looks like we got all sides on the throw-in. It's going to be a goal kick. Or a defender kick in this instance. Either way, it's going blue ball. Low boot to midfield. Mattis takes it away for the Lions, gets it right back. Mattis with some fancy footwork alongside, finding Vogel. Vogel trying to send in. Good defense there from Spearing, stopping that rush. And blue jerseys are going to come back away with it. Slow break here for the Eagles, trying to be precise as Knight takes it away. Knight with his jersey grab, shot and saved by Clark Allen.
There's another one on goal, though.
It is.
Keep pressing on.
And a nifty move by Benevendo. He gets tripped up.
Benevendo, clearly one of the most skillfully talented players on this roster. He's been everywhere. He's been making moves. Obviously still nil on the scoreboard for the Screaming Eagles, but it's fun to watch him play.
The junior leads the team in goals. 5 goals and 2 assists, just for good reason. Sun finally putting a shadow over the field as here comes a send in. And now a dangerous opportunity. Hudson with his left foot blocked away by Duquette.
I want to get a rise out of Bobby. Man.
Bailout play there by Duquette. Hudson had a great opportunity with his strong left foot.
It's pretty careless defense. That was the big issue. It was too easy.
I think they might have lost track of Hudson back defensively.
Yeah.
The Eagles have a set piece here. They're going to play it short. And now a send in. Goes over a few heads, ends up over at the wing where it will be handled by Giovanni. That's going to throw it in. Long throw in. Looking for Hudson. Hudson finally gets it back inside the box. Dangerous chance here and taken away nicely by Nowak. Nowak able to clear it up. This is Sosa Reyes looking for a rush. Got one on his back. Gets it away in time. Long send in. Handled well by Clark Allen.
What a nice play from Nowak, too. That was huge.
Beautiful takeaway and a dangerous opportunity. Allen with another low boot. We mentioned he doesn't punt much. As he gets the handle again. Davis Knight right in his face. Up the side to recover defender, and Vogel comes away with it. Now take it back for the Screaming Eagles. They look to flip fields. Here comes the keeper. Sending it back to his defense. They cannot seem to get above midfield. Lions pressing up closely on every player as Vogel gets it back. Vogel from the corner. Plays it safely to Bratton. Bratton in the middle to Knight. Knight with a step and a shot. Goes high.
Screaming Eagles defense is walking a tightrope right now. There's a lot of very close passes around in the box.
They're starting to look a little fatigued. We mentioned not as much depth as the Lions. But it looks like they're a little slow to get into the ball. As Allen sends this one away. He finds his midfielder, Edmonds. Edmonds plays it to the middle. Maybe some room. Hudson plays it forward and headed out by Duquette up to Vogt. Vogt trying to make a move. Plays it over to Bratton. Bratton up the wing. Off the foot of what looks like Vogel. Nope, it's going to go off Blue. It'll stay Piedmont's way. Bratton will throw it in. Bratton with the high throw into Knight. Gets a little shove. Doesn't matter. He gets the ball anyways. Now box out from defender and kicked out of bounds safely for the Lions to get the ball back.
Tell you what, Colin, that was a quick 20 minutes of game time. Almost halfway through this second half, unfortunately, for the Screaming Eagles as they're looking to make a comeback.
It is, and we've seen a lot of opportunities both ways. This game's really picked up since the beginning of the first half. Cooper looks to throw in long into the box, and Cesar Reyes gets a shot at it. Allen handles it fine and rolls it out quickly. This is Benevendo trying to make a move on Vogt. Vogt smothers him. Knight with the backup in case he got by. And then Nunez trying to command the offense. Ball deflected back to midfield. Cooper gets a piece of that. Over to the wing. Screaming Eagles look like they're moving a little bit quicker now, trying to get faster breakouts. Lions get the ball back anyways. Mattis finds it on his right foot. Mattis sends it in for Sosa Reyes. Reyes playing from right around the end line. And Mattis sends it up to the hill. We're going to get a substitution.
Looks like Sanchez Alvarado for Vogel. Yeah.
I think we might have one coming in for the Screaming Eagles too. Looks like number 2, Jordan Lay. We do have a player down for the Screaming Eagles. Looks like they're stretching out his calf or hamstring. Just a cramp is what we're hoping for. Looks like trainers are going to come out. So we're going to go to a quick break. Thank you for tuning in to Piedmont Athletics on the main broadcast. We'll be right back. Welcome back in. Screaming Eagles start with the ball here, down 1-0. Benevento trying to set up the break for the Eagles. They've been struggling to get it out of their own zone. And once again, Vogt comes away with it. Playing it forward for Davis. Davis trying to get around a defender. Does. Plays it short to Mattis. Mattis teeing it up. Blocked. And Sosa Reyes will chase it out into the corner. He's got a defender in his way. Down in the corner. They're going to call this one a goal kick. After a scramble for the ball, it looks like it ends up off a white jersey. We mentioned Ferdinand going down in the first half. That looks like him warming up on the sideline, maybe making a comeback for this game. So once again, the Eagles try to break the press, get a little bit closer this time, but not legally.
Yeah, 100%. That was some pretty heavy contact.
And the Lions will get the ball right back. The Eagles just cannot seem to clear the zone.
Can't get it on their own end. Again, I credit it to that. I don't know if they have the same diamond setup. I haven't analyzed it. I haven't put my glasses on, but the midfield attack was giving them fits in the first half, and they just can't get on their own end past that zone.
They are playing a man down as of right now as the injured player is sitting behind their own net. Send in from Vogt. Finds its way back to Davis Knight and then back to Lyric Bratton. Playing it to the side. Here comes Sanchez Alvarado, fresh off the bench. It's a little tangled up. We'll have to see which way the ref points. It looks like it's going to be a corner for the Lions. Sun almost making its way over the tree line here. So you can see the field completely covered in shadow. Yet we are not.
Thankfully, I'm taller than the window, so that helps a lot. And I'm leaning back, so I guess that helps a little bit. But
yeah, my head's out the window, so I'm getting every bit of sun to my eyes.
Give it 5 minutes, it'll be below the trees.
I sure hope so. Nearing the top of the hour here. This game had a 5:22 start after a lightning delay. Expect to see it go till around 7, maybe 7:15, 7:30. We got a little bit of delay before this corner kick. Now here it comes. Into the box. Jacome gets his head on it, pops it in the air, and now another shot attempt offsides.
Corners just haven't panned out for the Lions. It's not been a weak point of them getting it. Just the corners themselves have not been it.
Like I said, Saturday we saw it. The corners were bringing them to life. Now they are definitely struggling. A couple offsides calls do not help. Clark Allen looking to send it away. Big run up gets it to midfield. That's why it bounces over the head. Now playing it up the wing is Benevento. He's still fighting for it, and a Meg on Vogt. Benevento shot blocked well by Duquette. The Screaming Eagles finally slow it down in their offensive end. Playing it forward and a shot. Wood could not get a hand on it. Doesn't matter as it goes wide. Dangerous opportunity to tie the game up for the Eagles. So we hit the 19-minute mark.
Yeah, that was close. First of all, Benevento was trying to do it all himself. That's not going to help if you're just trying to dice up a defense. And same thing in basketball. The ball moves quicker through the air or on the ground than somebody dribbling it. So look to pass. Maybe that'll work out better for the Screaming Eagles.
Maybe starting to see some frustration from the leading goal scorer. So the Eagles get it back in their defensive end. Clark Allen's going to handle this one. And it's taken away. Sosa Reyes. Long-range shot is blocked. Second attempt as the ball fumbles around the box line. Backward pass from Davis. Davis Knight gets it right back. And now Vogt with the long shot. Rolled and blocked. Played out to midfield. That's where Hudson will greet it, along with Jacome on his back. Jacome with the box out so that Duquette can get to it and sent away. And we got a push. No call. Lions are going to get it back, though, with a throw-in. Not a free throw. Would be nice to see a free throw right
Sorry,
I
did mention basketball, so I think I got your mind on the wrong track.
Yeah, you got my mind on basketball now.
I'll shut up. I'll stop talking.
Long throw in for the Lions. Mattis heads it towards the middle. So Reyes picks it up from there. Vogt with another shot blocked. Jacome, long send in. Potentially offside, so Mattis didn't want to play it. Nowak, first to the ball, plays it forward. Knight tries to get there. It's popped in the air. Now it lands in the lap of Knight. That's where he's going to try to control it. Knight's cross is blocked and out of play. So throw in coming in. Is we're going to see some subs coming in for the Lions.
Oh, goodness. You see that car going on the road, Colin?
Oh.
It's got a Papa John's on. Oh, my gosh. That's making me hungry.
Might be the travel snack on the way back to Toccoa Falls.
It's dinner time. Goodness.
Looks like Ferdinand returns in the game. Good to see him after an injury in the first half. Knight is going to walk off the field. Here comes a long throw in. Jacome gets a good head on it. Cannot quite turn it on goal.
I like that. He had his eyes on the right side and then tried to go with the snake eyes towards the left side, but nothing doing.
We're going to see a goal kick from keeper Clark Allen. Said his name a lot this half. Allen plays it safely to his defense. And now a long send in. Duquette closely guarding Hudson. Hudson gets position on it. Now we got 50 balls. Mattis wins it. Mattis with the height and speed advantage. Now we're going to get a whistle.
I've been hold.
Looks like it's going to go Piedmont's way. Don't know why they didn't let that one play out. Ref can call an advantage, but does not. Vogt going to get the shot that he likes. We've seen him take a couple from this like just off center, deep range. We'll have to see if he puts it on net.
My money's on net instead of forward pass here.
I'm thinking top left aimed shot.
Top left? Okay.
As Clark Allen guides his wall of defense at the box. Vogt eyeing up his shot. Now shot ends up being a pass. It's intercepted by the Screaming Eagles. Vogt plays it back. Maybe more conservative as the Lions want time of possession here to run out the rest of this game.
Yeah, speaking of time, Colin, 15 minutes left for the Screaming Eagles to try to put one up. Lions defense has been nothing short of good. They've had a couple lapses, but thankfully, still nil against them.
Screaming Eagles look better than they did in the first match, or the last matchup between these two. It was 4-0 last time they met. But we mentioned Lions 2-0 at home. It's hard to beat this home field advantage. Throw in right to the right foot of Vogt. Vogt makes a move around one defender. Surveying, left foot in. Deflected. That's where Cesar Reyes will control it. His send-in is blocked, and back to the hill. We're going to see another corner kick.
Yeah, that's kind of a senseless play there. Just didn't focus on getting the touch out past his own end and just go right over the goal. Free corner.
Looks like he might have thought he had pressure, wanted to get it away quickly. But like you said, maybe a bit of a careless mistake. As Vogt stands over the ball, joining him in the corner is Cooper. Tyler Vogt with his hand in the air. Send in. What a grab by Clark Allen. Jacome was waiting for it on the other side. Probably would have had a layup, but Allen makes a heck of a grab as he punts it away. And Nowak makes a diving header to get it to Lyric Bratton. Bratton heads it out of bounds as the Lions did not have numbers coming back the other way. Didn't want to give up a break. A throw in for the blue jerseys. Jordan Lay throws it in. Benavenda trying for it. Bratton gets his head on it. Now it's sent away for Piedmont. Allen handles this one up to around midfield. Bit of a trip up. Looks like an incidental foul there. Called on Arriaga. Eagles go quickly. Up the wing. Duquette defending. Now shot blocked. Maybe a bit of a frustration shot for Edwin Gonzalez. Throw in, plays it safely backwards. Out of bounds. Looks like the Eagles wanted a handball off Arriaga, but it's just going to be a throw in.
Also frustrated, you said frustration, is Bobby again.
Duquette heads it out. Hudson blocked. Shot again, and he scores! The equalizer comes from Eco Hudson. Wood likely frustrated after that one.
Yeah, I'd be too. When your bench is mobbing you for a goal, that usually doesn't happen. That's got to be a level of frustration that Bobby Wood, Lions defense, the entire team, including the bench, especially Coach Stevens, will feel. And this is a team that gets fired up extremely easily. You gotta hope that's what gets them going.
Don't want to speak too soon, as we still have 12 and a half minutes left. But the Screaming Eagles have never beaten or tied the Piedmont Lions. 3-2-1 on this season, on their way to a historically good season, as Vogt carries it in quickly. Vogt trying to take it himself, and sliding block by Clark Allen to stop that rush.
Also on the line, if you didn't hear us mention it earlier, 200th win for Coach Stevens. He's on the brink of it. He's got 199, so this would mark number 200.
As Hudson heads it up to Duquette. Maybe a little volleyball match. As Arriaga now handles it, playing it forward to Vogt, taken away. As Bosick back in the game, makes a good play defensively, gets fouled. Looks like the Eagles might be content with the tie here as they're trying to stall this clock out. You can see standing over the ball.
You know who's not content with the tie? Lions.
Absolutely, like you said, looking for win number 200 for Coach. Send in. Turns into a 50 ball. It comes back out to Nowak. Nowak, long range pass. Jacome gets a foot on it, and now it's cleared out by the defense of the Screaming Eagles. Bosick guiding Arriaga to that ball as he tries to get past the defender. Now playing it forward to Ferdinand. Jacome getting a foot on it. Jacome with the right foot high and wide. Oh, there's that top left shot I was talking about.
Just came a little bit late. I mentioned Jacome's offensive struggles. It's a good shot. Going from right to left with the right foot is not very handy. I'll give another football reference. It's hard to make a throw with your right hand when you're going towards your left side.
Unless you are Patrick Mahomes.
Now here's a guy who can really boot it through.
We see a couple substitutions come onto the field, but you can see the change in mindset for the Lions now that it's tied, as Jacome was playing a little bit more offense, a fully defensive player. But he has no fear to head up into the offensive box as Vogel will handle it up the left side. Vogel gets the 1-2 right back, ends up out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Screaming Eagles.
If this makes any sense at all, Colin, if the Lions don't win this game, they lose the game. That includes a tie. They do not want to tie this game. They know they can win this game. It's got to go out and get it.
Agree. A lot of statistically at stake as Sosa Reyes plays it up along the wing. Track down, beats a defender. Sosa Reyes in the box, looking for the shot. Ends up on Nowak. Nowak fumbles it. Now shot away. Blocked by Arriaga. But yeah, like you were saying, 4-0 against the Screaming Eagles. Looking for win 200. 2-0 at home this season. All they've done is win at home so far. We might see a card come out here.
Is that some red I see?
Looks orange to me. Nowak claiming his case. It ends up being a yellow.
Had me nervous.
Lions definitely don't want to play this game man down. It's Edwin Gonzalez on the ground. He finally gets up. Good to see he's okay. Stays in the game. The armed band Axel Sierra looking to send in. You can hear instructions being barked from Bobby Wood. Sierra with the right boot. Up high in the air. Knocked away by Nowak. being bobbled around. This is Giovanni trying to track down Duquette. Duquette gets it up and ends up out of bounds, going in the direction of Piedmont.
That's what you want to see out of Josh Duquette. That's what the Lions have needed. That's what would have prevented the one goal they've given up against them, is getting in there, being physical, not shying away from contact.
So we see some new white jerseys on the field. I shouldn't say too new because they have been in the game quite a lot. It's Davis Knight and Mattis coming back in, looking for the tiebreaker. As Knight plays it forward and has it taken away. The slide doesn't work. Second slide does, though. As Mattis tripped up, no call. Up in arms is the entire white jersey team. Send in. Benevendo collides with the goalie. And great strong stand from Bobby Wood. Sosa Reyes trying to track this one down. He deflects it. Ends up out of bounds. It's going to stay with Piedmont, it looks like. Nope, throw in for the Eagles. Trying to go quick. Benevendo beat to the ball by Nowak. As now Nowak plays it back to his keeper. It's a dangerous pass. Hudson misses the header. Wood able to control it and send it back the other way.
Hands on his head.
Dangerous pass by Nowak.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Hands on his head after that one for Hudson. He could have totally had a good opportunity. He took a little stutter step, slowed him down.
Yeah, just a couple inches away from the header to get it up over Bobby Wood, which is hard to do. Bosek playing tightly on Gonzalez, and looks like he's going to be called for the foul. Clock ticking under 8 minutes in a tied game.
Tell you what, I did not expect it to be this close. On paper, we mentioned it. This should not have been this close.
Neither did I, but it's a completely new Toccoa Falls team that we've seen. I said, nothing like we've seen in the past 5 years. Big boot, looking for Hudson. Hudson heads it up in the air. Cleared out, blocked. Nowak tried to clear it out. Vogt got in the way. Now, the pass from Jordan Lay ends up out of bounds.
Yeah, lucky break. That was a big miscommunication from Nowak and Vogt. It just went off him.
That's Wood trying to rush the offense a little bit, try to get this tie-breaking goal. Mattis ends up with it. Cooper playing it at midfield. Davis Knight now dribbling it up. Got pressure on his back. Turns around. Plays it safely to Vogel. Vogel from the corner. Slow playing it. Now enters the box. Cross in. Mattis finds the back of the net. Beautiful cross from Colin Vogel. Gets to the middle. And Mattis finishes the job. Mattis finds the net for the second time this game. So glad to have him back.
They needed that offensive push. You saw Davis and Mattis come in, and I had a feeling that the offensive attack was going to be heavily bolstered, and there's the results of said feeling.
It becomes Mattis' first and second goal of the season. Like we mentioned, battling some injuries early on. Man, has he stepped up tonight in a big way. The Eagles look to push quickly, and a great slide from Sosa Reyes. Slows down the rush.
A little mean mug from him, too. Now they're starting to get talking. I think this is the brand of ball that these Lions can play. It's physical. And they'll let you know who they are. And they'll play their brand of ball.
Looking a little rattled now, too.
Yeah, big time.
A little frustration coming out. Long throw in from Lay. Gets bottled around, and Mattis back out. Double team between Sosa Reyes and Mattis. Forces the Eagles to play it backwards, and now a long send-in. Handled nicely by Bosek. Heads out towards the sideline. Vogel playing it from the side. Content with sending it up to Davis. Knight handling it around midfield. Now back to Vogt. Over to Vogel. Lions not finished with the scoring yet. Up the left side, here comes Knight. Knight with step on his defender, steps back, makes another move, shot blocked. Beautiful moves from Knight, can't quite get the shot through. Lions control it back at midfield, this is Nowak. Nowak playing it safely back to his keeper, Bobby Wood. They are content with playing keep away. Wood, long send in. Looking for Knight. Knight tracking it down. Has a step on his defender. Knight with a shot. End up in the air. Gets it back. Mattis looking for it. A little miscommunication. Tries the bicycle. So we're going to get a call. It is going to go back to Toccoa. Coming down on 5 minutes. They got to go quick if they want to tie this game back up.
Tap pass to Madison. It's 3-1. It was a good look from Davis. He had 2 good touches. Midair went for the bicycle, but one small move over to Mattis. He had a step to his left, and it was going to go in.
Looked like some miscommunication as they were breathing on top of each other as Nowak sends this one back up to midfield. Cesar Reyes gets it taken away, but he takes it right back. Cesar Reyes being grabbed, no call. He splits a couple defenders, and wow, some real frustration coming from the Screaming Eagles. They're going to get the ball back, but may have gotten away with a foul there. Blue Jersey's looking to push, and now some frustration. Little retaliation from Sosa Reyes. Going to draw the penalty.
Look, I understand the energy coming from him. He had that mean mug a couple minutes ago, but now you got to learn to control that. This is an issue Nathan Jacome had his freshman year, and you hope that's not going to be a theme for Sosa Reyes, but I love the energy.
Maybe not a bad penalty to take as the clock is still ticking down to about 4 minutes. Long send in. Wood going to punch it back out. Bosick chasing it down, can't get there. The cross, and cleared back out by Nowak. Eagles going to get it back. Looking to flip fields, high and wide. That one nearly hits the scoreboard.
Donk.
We got 3:41 left in this match. Gonna get a sub. This is Cooper coming off. Looks like Arriaga coming back on. Wood commanding his troops. Looks like he's going to send this one away. Hands in the air, ball away. It finds Arriaga, but taken away by the Eagles. Eagles may have a rush here, do not have numbers. Play to the wing. Now some beautiful passing sequence. And a slide tackle away. That's Nowak in command.
And Philip Nowak has had a very underrated day. He's been a huge piece on the defensive end.
Lots of takeaways and sending it to the sideline as we enter the 3-minute mark. Long throw in, handled nicely by Mattis. Comes right back to Jordan Lay. Lay rolls it to the keeper. No problem for Bobby Wood. He's going to take his time getting back up.
And Gator hands fielding the ground ball. That's clinical baseball right there. And like he said, under 3 minutes, he can take the time he wants.
Good hang time on this punt. It's tracked down by Sosa Reyes. Ends up on a blue foot, though. Flipping fields. Looking for the send-in. This is Edwin Gonzalez playing it down to the corner. That's Hudson. Tracking it down, closely guarded by Duquette. Duquette from the corner. Trying to trap him. Here comes Bosick on the double team. And through the legs of Bosick, ends up back into the field of play. Screaming Eagles control it. Once again, doubled. Now Davis Knight tracks down the defender, Giovanni. He plays it back to his counterpart, Spearing. Nathan Spearing playing it over to Jordan Lay. Lay, short pass to Benevendo, and gets it right back. Time starting to tick away for the Screaming Eagles. Under 2 minutes. Trying to carve up this defense. Piedmont not giving him an inch, and a good fake pass by Lay. Gets Sosa Reyes to the ground. Knight plays it forward. In the middle, he's got 3 blue jerseys around him. He doesn't care. He's going to try to take it all the way. Knight makes a move, cutting back on the left foot, and finally seized by the blue jerseys. But hey, sends it back deep. Vogt gets it back. Playing it sideways to Mattis. Mattis hitting Nowak in stride. Nowak down to the corner. Nowak now entering the box, and it rolls through off the outside of the post. You know, the best defense is a good offense. They're going to get a corner as Piedmont gets to control the ball. As long as they have it, Toccoa Falls can't score. 1 minute showing on the clock. Time still running as they get the corner set up. Short pass to Vogel. Vogel's going to try to control it in the corner. Looks like he's going to box out. Big scramble for the ball. And now it's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles. Or a foul. Kick away. 35 seconds left. Eagles have to go quick. Long send away. Controlled by Sierra, and Mattis heads it away. Davis Knight in the middle of the field. Not giving up on offense. Vogel in. Blocked by Clark Allen. Beautiful save. Don't know if that save's going to matter now as time is ticking away. 10 seconds left. Maybe some stalling from Piedmont. Not enough time for Toccoa Falls to come back in a great game. 2-1 win. Piedmont Lions over the Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles.
That's how you close the game out. And yeah, you hear Mr. Garwood saying it over there. 200 wins for Coach Jimmy Stevens. If you're at home, clap it up. It's a great career. His 21st season, and he's seen a lot through this program. They have a really bright future and a good season ahead of them. But going back to what I said before Joseph so rudely cut me off. That's how you close out a game. Like you said perfectly, the best defense is a good offense. They were able to get it on their own end with about 2 minutes left. It saved them a lot of time. Once Delroy Madison Davis Knight came in that game, switch flipped, and that was that.
And Mattis, player of the game, I would say, for the Lions. Great showing after he came back from injury on Saturday. Lions are going to have another one coming up here, actually finishing a game against Warren Wilson. That game was tied at 3-3. We'll have about 41 minutes left to play in that.
Yeah, asterisk. Asterisk
Yeah.
full game.
Yeah.
Man, that weather a couple weekends ago was something.
And
I did not enjoy that.
I think we feared we were going to get that back tonight.
Had a little delay.
Little bit of a delay, but as you can see, it's shaped up to be a beautiful night. Except for all the sweat that I have lost.
But the best part about it is we get a good wax sunset. I don't think anything can beat that. Yeah.
Nice and cool now. Great Wednesday night.
Yeah, and that Warren Wilson game will be on Friday at 4. So we'll continue that when it comes to it. 2 days. All right. That's going to wrap it up for us here in the booth for Joseph Garwood, the amazing athletic communications crew over there, all the student workers making their dues, paying their dues, doing what they need to do best. Shaylee Gallegos working the camera around, doing the lens duties. My favorite partner, Colin Hackshaw. My name is Grant Prather saying have a great rest, goodness gracious, of your Wednesday evening. Have a good weekend when it comes to it, and tune in on Friday at 4 for the continuation of the Warren Wilson game. Once again, have a great night, and as always, go Lions.